Good afternoon, everybody. This is a video about how to deal with or allow the feelings of ascension or ascension symptoms that people seem to be experiencing, that I'm experiencing. And I think quite a few people are experiencing them. They just don't really know what they are. This week has been particularly bad for me, and so I've decided today to do some grounding techniques. Let me just first run through some of the symptoms that I've experienced this week. Dizziness, feeling sick, exacerbation of existing illnesses. For me, it's a lot to do with my stomach and my skin. Headaches, earache, feeling kind of fluey, and like imagine you're going on a detox, so you're you're kind of feeling all the symptoms that your body gives you when you say have like the flu, except you don't have a temperature, but you might experience being hot and cold. What else? Depression, anxiety. These are things that I kind of suffer on and off with anyway. But depression usually sets in for me when there's a fight going on. So I'm trying to do all the things that I normally can do, and I can't do it because I feel so rough. So then there's a battle, and of course that just makes it worse because you're basically fighting yourself, and you're stopping yourself from letting your body deal with. I guess it's kind of like an upgrade, but it's not. Ascension is not actually rising. This is the thing. It's kind of not a very good word to describe what's happening. Basically, at a cellular level, you're receiving more light, so you're kind of expanding. Your body is getting bigger and bigger, and more like your soul. So your soul and your body are kind of fusing together. It's the merging of the soul and the physical body. And because of this, your resonance increases. So the light particles in your cells are vibrating at much higher speed. And it can, I don't really understand all the technical side of it. And you can, if you want to look up some information on quantum physics, which is what I've been doing this week, to kind of try and understand really what's happening inside our bodies, and how we actually are within consciousness, how our body is, and how it changes. I think all these things can help, because if you feel like you really don't understand what's going on, it can create fear. And then that can create anxiety, and then you're kind of, not only are you fighting the fact that you can't normally do the things that you normally do, like your everyday life, you end up feeling really stressed about it as well. And then that can make you grumpy, and then you can be more judgmental or more fearful or more kind of sensitive around people, and all these things kind of add up. So what I'm trying to do this week is get back into balance. And the way that I do that is by being a channel, which is what we all are. We're all a channel for source, or God, or light, or all that is. And I begin to just in my head connect with all that I am. So I'm kind of aligning myself in my mind with what's going on. So that's what's happening on a kind of spiritual mental level with me. On a kind of physical level, today I decided to have a bath, which is something that I haven't done for a long time. It just seemed like the right thing to do. It was intuition, it was guidance. And having a bath is water, so water is very grounding. So if you drink lots of water throughout the day, this helps with physical symptoms. It also helps with my stomach, because if I have a really bad stomach ache, just drinking lots and lots and lots of water just purifies you. Now you can also put in, this is a crystal that I've got. It's not actually a crystal, it's a rock. It's called shungite. I've been told that it's very, very grounding. So it's kind of the opposite of the clear crystals, like this. This is going to raise your vibration. So what you're trying to do is you're kind of trying to slow it down a little bit so you don't feel the symptoms so badly. Another thing that is really good to do is go outside in the garden or in a field or anywhere where your bare feet can touch the ground. You can keep your socks on, but your feet need to touch the ground, because the earth has a resonance, and you're trying to tune into that resonance so that you can feel more. There's less movement, there's less vibration, there's less stuff to make you feel ill, you know. What else do? I listen to my body. So if I feel really, really tired, I go to bed, I go to sleep, and I rest. These are kind of obvious things, but you know, if you feel like this all the time, it's so easy to slip back into that egotistical thing of wanting to fight it, you know, because I want to do what I want to do, you know. And this is how I felt recently, and also especially with being with my daughter, because she's only 6. So I kind of, you know, I want to help her and stuff, but I just haven't really felt able this week. I've felt so rough. So it's debilitating sometimes. What can happen is that you can kind of get into this argument with yourself about this, because you want everything to be the same as it was before. It's not going to be the same. And this is really hard. It's really hard to accept. But you have to go back to your original feeling that everything is going to be much better. It's kind of like giving birth. At the end of it, it takes a lot of pain and a lot of effort and a lot of it's challenging, but what's going to come out at the end of it is going to be amazing, because you're kind of birthing a new you. You're transforming your body into a higher state of consciousness, and that takes a bit of pain. Unfortunately, it doesn't have to take a lot of pain though if you don't fight it. So be in your body. I mean, I do exercises and stuff as well, like just breathing exercises, concentrating on being my body, different parts of my body, meditation. I think meditation that takes you, again, that raises your vibration level is possibly not gonna be good, but I'm not gonna say don't do it, because there are some people out there who are meditating for hours, you know, and they're perfectly okay with that. What else do? Drink lots of water. Don't deny yourself anything that you think that's coming in through spirit, that's coming in through your intuition. So if you don't want to eat certain types of food, don't eat them. If you don't want to do what you normally do, like at the weekend you normally have a glass of wine, if you know it's going to make you feel rubbish, then don't do it. But I still had a glass of wine last night, and I felt awful after it. But maybe I was meant to, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of it really. I mean, go with it is the answer. Go with it. Let it be. Let it pass. It's going to pass. Nothing stays the same on this realm. Nothing stays as it is. Everything is moving. Everything is moving all the time. So nothing stays the same. So in terms of pain and experiencing a lot of pain, it's going to go. Of course, if you've got existing physical symptoms, I mean, I suffer with irritable bowel, so that is, I think, is a karmic thing. Things like this we need to look at and forgive ourselves, you know, because forgiveness is going to really make you love yourself and make you be kind to yourself. And forgive yourself for having that fight. Forgive yourself for feeling rubbish and not being able to do anything for a whole week. Just forgive yourself and be kind to yourself is the best medicine that you can ever do. Love is the only medicine for these things. And this is what is going to help us transition through this rough period. Anyway, I hope that's really helpful for you. And I really hope that there's people out there who are watching this and just think, oh, good, I know what I'm going to do now. Listen to spirit, listen to your intuition, and listen to what's right for you. And you know, kind of go with it. It may be hard to accept. It is hard. It's always hard for me to accept at first. And I always repeat the same cycle over and over again. Every time there's a period where it's a really difficult phase that I have to go through, possibly my vibration is being raised quite a lot higher, so I'm really feeling these physical symptoms. Let it pass. It's going to pass. And sometimes I get signals of that as well from the angelic realm. I may get, this morning I had 0909. And then later on I had 1010. So 0909 is completion. And 1010 is the start of something new. So pay attention to those things if you like them. If it's part of your world, if you're interested in them, and you feel like it helps you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Okay, so that's all for today. I'm going to rest now and read a book, but not be in my mind. So not scanning social media, not trying to take on loads of information. Just resting that part of my mind that cycles round and round and round. I think that's another really important thing as well, which I forgot to mention. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now, is rest today. Pay attention as if you had the flu or something, or a cold, and just pay attention to how you feel. Let yourself be, you know, be kind to yourself. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.